Well, this week, voters chose to approve a new arena for Oklahoma City residents that will keep the Thunder in our state for decades to come. In this weekend's The Hot Seat, Scott Mitchell talks to a former mayor about all the progress in Oklahoma and how things continue to expand in our state.
And good morning. Welcome to Hot Seat. I'm Scott Mitchell. It's my honor and privilege to interview Mayor Ron Norick.
Morning, Scott.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too, sir.
So the legendary mayor of Oklahoma City, and thank you for coming in this morning.
Oh, I'm thrilled to do it. Glad to see you. It's been many years since I've had an opportunity to say hello to you again.
And it's great to see you again.
Good.
So let me ask you this. We just celebrated, last week was 2 milestones. One, the passage of the arena vote, okay, which just happened overwhelmingly. The city overwhelmingly did that. The 30th anniversary of MAPS. There was even an angle in which that MAPS 30 years ago impacted what was happening, the Renaissance in Tulsa. So I want to get to all this. But your thoughts about the arena package going forward with such an overwhelming victory in terms of this community?
Well, it just proves to me that the citizens understand the value of a penny. For years when I was giving speeches, I haven't given many lately, I carry a penny. And that's really all this is about. When you look at what the penny has done for our city and for our state, really, but for our city, it's just unbelievable. And then I think I'll give Mayor Holt credit. It has to, you have to have faith in leadership. And Mayor Holt's the leader right now of our city as our mayor, and he did a wonderful job explaining what we were going to do, what was going to happen. The team, Thunder, has been a wonderful addition to our city, there's no doubt. When we built the first arena, is now Paycom, we didn't have a team. We didn't even have the thoughts that we didn't know if anybody was going to come. We were talking to the hockey, NHL at the time, and they did a 4-team expansion, and we were number 5. We seemed like we were always the one that didn't get it. And so to be where we are today, to have an NBA franchise that is wonderful, and then to be able to lock them in till 2050 is unbelievable. And I think they'll be here long after that. I mean, I think this city has proved to the NBA and the country, you know, we are an NBA city.
There's a picture up on the screen right now. There's a young man there on the night of the vote. What was going through your mind at that moment when you were making the speech to the crowd that MAPS had been okayed by the voters? What were you thinking?
Well, I think the dog caught the car is kind of what I was thinking. Oh boy, now what do we do? And it was, I mean, I had this vision and I knew what I wanted to do, but the city had never pulled anything off like this before, to have this massive of projects all done. We had put a plan together, but we had really just estimated the cost. So we were somewhat in the dark as to really what the total cost is going to be for all the projects, and then how are we going to coordinate all that. But, you know, also at that time, I was just thankful for the voters. I mean, MAPS would not be here if it wasn't for the voters. You know, I'm kind of credited as the father of MAPS, but it's really the voters. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have any of them. And they had to have faith in the leadership at that time. They had to have faith in the leadership for MAPS for Kids, for MAPS 3, MAPS 4, and the new arena vote. All of those, you have to have faith, and that's what did. So I was extremely excited at that time, obviously, but I also was thinking, wow, we've got it approved. Now we've got to do it. We've really got to pull together the city, and it was a tough project. It was a very tough project, but one that I think has paid dividends multiple times over. The day that the city does not do what they say they're going to do, MAPS will be finished. Right now, every MAPS project has been fulfilled, and the promise has been made and fulfilled on what that would do for the city. So again, that's leadership. You've got to be able to convey that message to the voters so they understand what you're doing, and then you've got to fulfill that leadership. I don't think there's any ceiling on Oklahoma City. I think we can just keep going and keep going. I'm very pleased with all the projects. I'm very pleased with Maps 4.
Ron Norick is a visionary, and the future is great in Oklahoma City and Tulsa, but it might not be, Oklahoma City and Tulsa might not be where they were without this guy's vision.
Thank
Mayor
you,
Ron Norick, great to see you, sir.
Scott, nice to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you for coming to see us.
You bet. Thank you.
And thank you for watching Hot Seat. See this again on News 9, newson6.com, and follow me on my socials, @MitchellTalks.